Welcome to the 24th edition of The Listening Room.
Hello.
Joined by Josiah and Demon.
Woohoo.
And we are missing Sean, but hopefully he'll return to the podcast pretty soon.
All right.
Right. And this week we have been plagued by quite a number of incidents.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the most interesting and pressing incident is the Indian lady living with the Chinese family, that Chinese Asia video clip, or I think was it a web episode or
I think it's a web episode. So I think there are going to be more episodes of this coming up.
Yeah, that
soon.
It was watching it was very funny for me as someone who's Indian, and you being half Indian, half Chinese.
Yeah.
So it was very awkward. It was funny to an extent.
Yeah.
But the comments were wild. People who were watching it,
definitely.
There have been like reaction videos for that video. People watching it and reacting.
Yeah.
As if the kid is a criminal.
Yeah, exactly.
Both the kids, smack them, beat them.
Bring back the Rotan.
Yeah. I think that is jumping the shark.
Yeah. I mean, they took basically both sides of the extreme ends.
Mm.
The Indian lady.
That lady does not have any Chinese friends.
No, she said she doesn't have any friends outside of her race.
Yes.
So Chinese, Malay, I think she don't really have any friends.
So technically she's also racist lah.
Yeah, technically. And the family don't really have any Indian friends. I think that's the whole... Yeah.
But so that is not a fair reflection of Singapore, isn't it?
No, but I do have to say that this is the perfect situation for
comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
for
was
shit to hit the fan.
like what we were discussing earlier on, like how she sat in the middle of the dining table. like what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Stoning there after not being able to answer why do Indian people wear the dot, the Indian women wear the potter, and she was like, "Oh, married you wear." And hey, your child also had a potter, right? Your child not married, right?
Mm.
You know, it's not because you're married. It's usually religious, but for a child, it's meant to like ward off like evil spirits. So there'll be one big black one here, and then another black one here on the cheek.
Right.
It's meant to ward off evil spirits.
Right.
And if you're Hindu and if you pray in the morning or whatever you do, you usually have the ash or the vermilion or the sandalwood.
Yeah.
You know, that's a sign that you prayed.
Right.
If not, almost every Hindu family, when they send off their daughters to school or what, hey, you must wear, So they have it. So it's not that you are married and then you wear it.
Yeah.
She just didn't answer it properly.
Right.
And the child is going to be curious, and your answer was not satisfactory to the child. That's why the child kept asking, because you give nothing. You're like, oh, married must wear.
Yeah.
And the child was like, but why?
Yeah, it got a little awkward.
Yeah. No, she just couldn't answer it.
Yeah.
She was not prepared for the question. She had no knowledge of the reason why. So she was like, I don't want to answer why. And then you felt awkward because you did not know the answer.
Yeah.
But there was no problem in the kid asking, but why?
Yeah.
And the kid, dude, a young girl. You can't expect EQ of an adult.
True.
Even some adults have fucked up EQ.
Yeah.
Very, very low level
I think
EQ,
kids usually are quite inquisitive in that sense.
Yeah.
They always ask why, you know. So if you don't give them a proper answer, they just they don't get.
But you know, loads of people are like, oh, the kid, I don't really like Indian people. Ask the kid why? Ask the kid why?
Yeah.
Oh, because I don't have Indian neighbors. My parents said something, or my grandparents said something.
It's usually the parents though. It usually come down to the parents. I think the parents don't really have any Indian family friends, and then they don't really know these people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they immediately see them as the outsiders, you know.
Or maybe the parents themselves grew up without Indian friends, or without Indian neighbors.
Yeah.
And then it just continues. But no, that is down to the parents.
True.
You can't say that every Chinese family or every Chinese person is like that. That of course there will be some people who don't have that experience of hanging out with other races.
Yeah.
Or who are not open to hanging out with other races. They don't find it comfortable, or they just can't understand other people. Yeah. It happens, right?
True.
Not everyone is going to be good.
Yeah.
Or not everyone is going to have the same experiences as you.
Yeah.
So I don't see why. As long as you are not harming someone else, I don't see that. I don't find it to be a problem. I have encountered people who are like, who have said like stupid things,
Ignorant stuff.
ignorant stuff.
Yeah.
But you can't really combat ignorance with ignorance.
True.
You can combat ignorance with wit. With you can attack the person, or you can go all out balls out on the person, and
or you can just like educate, like
you can educate.
Yeah.
But the thing is that person must be willing to get educated, or willing to share,
Yeah.
willing to listen, and if that is not going to happen, then there's no point.
Yeah.
So you don't get along. Okay, move on, move along. You get along with people like who you can get along with. We've got no problems. Our circle of friends are
quite multiracial.
yeah, multiracial, very diverse.
Yeah.
No problems. And I find the problem to be very contained into a certain demographic of people.
What demographics?
I think socioeconomic and educational level.
Right.
Yeah. When people,
will you say religion as well? Religious?
yeah.
Yeah.
If you were to like plot a graph, but based on anecdotal or like just experience,
right?
Like speaking from experience, like just think about all the people from primary school, secondary school, JC, Polytechnic, National Service, university. You just look at all those people, and then you like try and put them on a graph,
right?
With relations to socioeconomic status, educational level. Okay, like you can put in like exposure to cultures and like what they're interested in and everything. And then you will notice something. Usually, the more educated the person is, the more experience the person has about other cultures, like other countries, all these kind of things. They will be much more. They will have a much more diverse group of friends. The color of the skin usually doesn't matter after a little while.
True.
Like you add religion in there, and whether you're religious, you're non-religious, spiritual, atheist, whatever,
right.
And then you'll see that it will change, but not that drastically. Even if you're super religious, but if you're intellectually sound,
right,
you will put that beyond like, oh, okay, that it doesn't matter.
Right.
This person doesn't follow my religion, but it actually doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, people who are not as well educated or don't have that experience, they tend to stick with the people who they have similarities with.
Yeah.
Speak the same language, same religion, same culture. They stick with them.
Yeah.
And then it's hard for them to like go out.
But do you think Singapore is doing its part to, get people out of their...
You can't do that.
Like to integrate different societies into one another.
You can only do so much. You can only like make sure that HDB has like quotas. One building must have like this many other race, like Indians, Malays, and Eurasians, or people like of other ethnicities. But how are you going to force people to come out of the house?
Yeah, but I think that's what CNA is doing with this whole episode thing, though. They're trying to like get people to understand that, there are people living in Singapore that have not exposed themselves to other cultures.
I think the opposite has happened.
I think how they execute it maybe is not the best way, I guess. But I guess their intentions were right, in that sense.
People are finding fault. Yeah, finding fault with everything. Or the title has healing in it. Or what healing? Or what do you mean by healing?
Yeah.
Oh, the girl said, like, the small girl said, oh, I don't like Indians. I don't have Indian friends because I don't really like them. Yeah. Oh, what is this girl? The parents should beat the girl. Oh, blame the parents.
But I mean, if you want to start a dialogue, you have to be honest as well, right? And I guess...
Yeah, that was honesty.
Yeah, that was honesty. So at least you have a point to start from to improve, if you can put it that way.
But it's... I feel it's a losing battle. You can't go out of your way to like change people. Change has got to come within yourself.
Right.
If you're not willing to listen, any which amount of dialogue will just go to waste. And if you feel that your race, your religion, or your culture, your color means so much to you, dude, it's gonna take quite a bit to get you out of it. Yeah. It's gonna be very hard.
But didn't that Indian lady say that like when she was younger she had a bad experience, like people were making, like kids were making fun of her, and then
Because it's kids. Kids say all kinds of shit. I have said shit to people as well.
And I think she held that in for all this time, and she grew up with a grudge. I think so lah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Dude, there could have been like, don't know how many different scenarios that might have happened. Like after she got the kid said something to her, oh you're black, or you're smelly, or maybe she was smelly. maybe. Or maybe the kids were just mean, but kids are mean.
Yeah, true.
Right?
That's true.
Right? So if that happened, she went back home and she told that to the parents.
Yeah.
Maybe her parents said, oh, all these Chinese pigs. In Tamil, it's a very common thing. Right? Oh, all these Chinese pigs are like that, you know. You keep hearing, if you're a minority person, whether you're Malay or more Chinese, Indian, you'll hear this phrase, oh, they see color. It's a very common phrase. It's like a self-defense thing, you know. If you can't do anything, oh, they play color. It's because of the color of my skin that I didn't get a job, or I didn't do well, or they did not pick me.
Yeah.
It's like the first line of defense.
Right.
So I see loads of hypocrisy within the minority communities, even without looking at whatever Chinese people are doing. And I think the first thing that has to be addressed is whatever covert racism that's happening within the minority communities. Solve that first.
Yeah.
It is definitely prevalent, dude. As the minority, I can tell you. It's definitely prevalent.
But it's
the
hard.
slurs that we Indians have for Chinese people, for Malay people, those slurs themselves will not help. You can't, if you're telling me that, oh, I never used any racial slur in any language before, if you're so damn good, okay, then I have got nothing to say.
Right.
But most of us have used some form of racial slur before. Maybe not like overtly, like to someone to their face, but behind their backs.
Right.
When talking to another fellow Indian, someone who speaks your own language,
then it comes out lah.
Yeah. It comes out. So it's like very hypocritical for loads of people to say, oh, only Chinese people are racist. No.
Everyone can be racist.
Everyone can be racist. The same like what we were talking about, like, in America, there's this, oh, I'm black, I can't be racist.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck, you can be racist.
If
you're going to call a white person a fucking peckerwood or cracker, that's racist, what?
Yeah. Yeah, true.
You have a name for the Chinese person, what? Like Indians call some Chinese people, they have this slur called sadae. Means the men or the people with the ponytails.
Right.
Like the old.
Yeah, the old. Yeah.
Yeah. So they call them people that.
Yeah.
Or they call them manjan.
Right.
Yellow people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Negro is black man.
Yeah.
Right. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
Then some Indians are very, very dark. So, some fellas call, hey, wow, you damn black, You black,
Yeah.
Yeah, I happen to be black. So what? They just pointed out what is obvious, right? It's a fact, right? If you're dark, if you're as dark as the night, that means you're black, right? Your skin is black. Okay, yes. Yeah, I am black. I can't do anything about it. I was born this way. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Do you have a solution?
Yeah, true.
I feel that people never take things like this lightly. If anyone says something like that, it becomes people are too quick to take offense to anything, about anything these days. You can't joke about any shit these days.
I mean, joking is one thing lah, but when it's
like the thing
overt racism, then you gotta.
What is overt racism? I have not heard overtly racist shit so far. But that is me lah.
Right. No, I mean, like, if ever that I think Singapore, I think it's quite controlled. Like, you can't go around saying this kind of shit and not get in trouble. So I think that's maybe is a good thing. Maybe.
But people conflate shit as well. Like, if someone speaks about religion, it becomes racism. happens all over the world.
Yeah, immediately. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like for example, you speak about you talk about Islam, and immediately people think that you're attacking the Malays.
Yeah.
But it's not, right? You can be a Chinese Muslim, you can be an Indian Muslim, you can be a
Anything. Can be a white Muslim.
white Muslim. Yeah. So
they're talking about a religion.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Same thing. Like if you talk about Hinduism,
Must be Indians.
We are talking something about Indians. No,
Yeah.
we are speaking about the religion. The religion
Yeah.
is separate. There are people, Indians who are Muslims, there are Indians who are Christians, Catholics.
Yeah, there are Chinese who are Hindus as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
I actually know a few. Yeah.
you can't like just like generalize and say shit.
I mean, true lah. Generally,
No, but the thing, if you want to generalize and say shit lah, but we've got to separate it. It's not a Indian thing.
Yeah.
It's a religious thing. If you're talking about religion, keep it to religion.
Right.
The fella attacking Indians. Fuck, don't conflict shit. You're just trying to create shit.
Yeah.
Trying to find faults.
But what do you think about this whole thing about race, though? Race is a very it's a thing that don't really make it's more of a human construct thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like culture is the one that binds everyone together, but race is the one. That separates.
I feel the lines between culture and race has been blurred. Or it's very, very similar. It's like based on each other.
Right. No. Okay. Like for example, I know of this girl who was born. Her parents were from Hong Kong. So, but she was adopted by Swiss parents, and she grew up in Netherlands. So she looks Chinese. She don't speak a word of Mandarin or Cantonese.
Speaks Dutch,
English. So then, what's a race? Is she Dutch or is she Cantonese?
Nationality Dutch.
Right. Yeah.
Right. But
culture wise,
Dutch.
Yeah.
Culture wise, totally Dutch.
Yeah.
But if you want to nitpick and say that, then she's a Cantonese girl who was brought up in Netherlands.
But why bring up even the Cantonese where she doesn't know anything about Asian culture?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if she doesn't say that she's from Hong Kong, I think no one would say anything. If she's just going to say that I'm Dutch, I think that's where it ends. You're Dutch. But people are definitely going to
but you don't look immediately like, you don't look Dutch.
Yeah.
Then that starts the whole like
then it's up to her to disclose whatever information she wants to disclose She's like, if she wants to say that she has been adopted or whatever, it's up to her. That's her own personal thing.
Yeah.
But people are very inquisitive, like, hey, how did this Chinese looking girl
end up in
Netherlands or whatever? But that's what people tend to do. They are like, this seems out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Dutch usually tall white people, but then how come this Chinese looking girl is Dutch? That usually happens. But the race thing is it's actually a very, I don't know, I feel it's a very, very, very stupid thing. You can, if you think long and hard enough, you can actually just bypass that. If you just realize that, you had no control over where you were born, who you were born to, and it just happens that you're born to this family or this person somewhere in the world. Yeah. It just happens that you're of this race.
You have no control over that.
You have no control over that.
Yeah.
So if you think along those lines, then you'll be like, doesn't really matter. I'm a human. They are fellow human beings. I treat people how I want to be treated. So that if more people like live their lives that way, I think there will be like lesser
problems
around the world. But that's not the case.